Hey, real talk, my brother. Lower your gaze. The number one reason you should do so is because God asked you to do so. Always remember that when God commands us to do something, it's because it's beneficial for us. It's for our own good. And when he tells us not to do something, it's because that thing is harmful. So God tells us to lower our gazes because it's something that has negative consequences. So what do I mean? It's a well-known fact that most of these magazine cover models are airbrushed, and many of them are even computer generated. I mean, think about it. Is there anyone that has skin that smooth and shiny without any blemishes on it? I mean, the only one that holds true for is Barbie. Okay? What happens is that when you keep staring and staring, a certain image of beauty gets locked into your mind. So that when it's time for you to get married, you start looking for an airbrushed Barbie doll instead of a woman. And this is a standard of beauty that the vast majority of women just don't fulfill. The best thing for you to do is to lower your gaze and avoid situations that would put your vision in the line of fire. Now, if you're at work, obviously you can't stare, you can't look down at the floor when you're trying to have a meeting with people. That's not going to work. What I'm saying is those blatant times when you're watching things you know you're not supposed to be watching. Try and avoid those things, right? Whether it be on, TV or whatever. And let's be real. And remember, like I said at the beginning, this is real talk, broham. You probably shouldn't be watching, people having sex on TV or at the movies or wherever. Okay? As God is my witness, when you stop these things, you'll make it so much easier for you before and after marriage. Before marriage, you won't be looking for an airbrushed Barbie doll. And after marriage, your eyes will be trained to already not look at other women, and you'll be satisfied with what you have and not always constantly looking for something better. Okay? And please don't be naive and think that just because you get married, all of your gaze problems will be solved. If you don't solve it now, or at least try and fight it now, it's still going to be a problem after you get married. And unfortunately, we still have married men who watch porn and cheat on their wives. That's just the reality. Okay, so don't think that you're safe. So what am I saying? Am I saying that you shouldn't try and marry somebody who's beautiful? No, there's nothing wrong with trying to find someone who's beautiful. And many people actually misinterpret the hadith where the Prophet, peace be upon him, said that a woman is married for 4 reasons. Okay, what that hadith means is that religion is the most important thing. Okay, so if you find someone who's religious, who's beautiful, and they come from a good family, that's excellent. But if you find someone who's beautiful, comes from a good family, and they're wealthy, but they're not religious, then in fact she's missing the most important criteria. So one last very important point. So I keep talking about lowering your gaze. What about when I'm ready to get married? I can't look. So if I go to a place and there's a lot of sisters and I'm looking to get married, what's wrong with me looking at all of them to see if I like one of them? That's a very good question. Let's save that for another video. From a brother to a brother. Assalamu alaikum.